see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Wallace out there with Pippen. Then there's Thomas, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's Gilmore in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Atlanta, we've got Paul. Olajuwon is out there with Dominique Wilkins, and it's Mutombo, and it's Drexler in at the shooting guard position. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you've played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope, because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
Greg, that's about as high percentage a look as you're going to get running the floor beautifully.
Mutombo passes to Drexler. 5 to shoot. Shoots from the line, and it's in there.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
Passes it to Pippen. The shot. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. I was able to talk with Coach Jim Boylen for a minute. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Okay, David, much appreciated. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Second, Chris Paul.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And Coach Jim Boylen agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylen, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
And it's Paul with the ball for Atlanta. 4-point game. Outside Wilkins. It's tipped. And here we go. Thomas heading to the hoop. And the jam by Isaiah Thomas.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation.
All right, a chance to see stats for Paul. He's coming off an excellent season. Second in assists, and he was also one of the league's most aggressive ball-hawking defenders, finishing top 5 in steals.
And back to him finishing runner-up in assists, his court vision, his ability to control the pace of a game makes him especially impossible to defend. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
The drive by Hill. That's tipped. Here's Noah.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Meade. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Stackhouse. McGrady covering.
Yeah, how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection. You got his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Well, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
And Murphy kicks to Malone. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Murphy passes to Yao. Dishes to Murphy. Just 5 on the clock. Over Thomas. Murphy can't hit.
That's the art of rebounding in a nutshell. Box out, hold your ground, and haul in the miss. Well, Jim Boylen, he won the Chicago head coaching job after his interim stint. The fans were unsure of the hire, but the front office believes in him moving forward.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. And for Boylen, Chris, he's been a bit demanding on his roster.
Yeah, Kevin, it's going to be tough. He's tasked with molding this young Bulls core. I mean, the front office wanted a hard-nosed coach. They believe they found their guy with Boylen's approach.
James Harden, he's checked in for Dominique Wilkins. Derrick Rose is checked in for the Bulls. Murphy with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Yao kicks to Malone. They shoot again, and the layup good by Yao.
And Ming is mammoth in terms of his size, exceptional at using it to snare those offensive rebounds.
There's the pass to Hill. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Rose against Murphy. Pass to McGrady. Pulls it up. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Chicago leading by 7. Outside Rose. Another one falls for Chicago.
And Rose, so dangerous coming off the pick. All he needs is a half step. And he...
Oh, big time! He just beat the buzzer. He barely beat the buzzer right there.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Every once in a while, a prayer like that somehow finds the net.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
The Bulls leading by 6. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for Chicago right now, Jerry Stackhouse is out there with Rose. Then there's Hill, and it's Dennis Rodman. And it's Noah in at the 5 down low. And it's Rose with the ball for Chicago. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rose has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Bulls.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
Pass to Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. We're talking about number 1 options at the offensive end. There's a mentality, right, that you got to have as the team's go-to scorer, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's look at Harden. He can go 0 for 7, and then he expects to go 27 for 27. How about Curry? Have you ever seen Thompson when they said, oh, my God, Klay Thompson is off. Last game, he only had 11 points. Well, when that happens, you can bet your last dollar that the next game,
Look out.
he's going to make every shot. And so what it is, again, a short memory. Whether you make a lot, so what? I'm going to do that again tonight. And if you missed a lot the previous night, so what? That wasn't this night. Let's get it right now.
Harden hits them both.
And that's the norm for for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pippen against Drexler. Now Pippen. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside Jordan, 4 on the clock. Elijah Wan with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Elijah Wan does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter. I mean, he's making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. The Hawks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Free throw dropped for Harden.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Rose dishes to Wallace. Outside Jordan, pulls it from 20. Dikembe Mutombo grabs the rebound. Drexler against Pippen, and Drexler throws it down hard.
A high flyer, yet it's seemingly effortless in terms of how he just swoops in to the basket. Clyde the glide in full effect.
Ball against Rose. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Drexler kicks to Harden. Gilmore grabs the miss.
But he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the 3-point line. Just 1 triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
And Pippen there driving hard inside, has the height and athleticism to consistently get it done in the paint.
Knocked loose. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Ball against Rose. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Chris Paul.
Now, don't let Paul's size fool you. He's as tough as they come.
Ball against Rose. Passes it to Gilmore. Michael Jordan on the wing, guarded by Harden.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that one.
Drexler's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 3. Rose surveying the D. Outside Pippen. Harden against Jordan. He dishes it to Wallace. Here's Pippen. That shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. And the Hawks making a change here. Wilkins is checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Thomas is checked in. Kicks it to Jordan.
Apply pressure.
With some art. Moves back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
One more on the bridge. He's down. I'm reloading. One down, both down. Yes.
Shooting 2.
Oh, there's a whole team.
And he knocks down the first one. Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity. But Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
Yeah, I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players, and they affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
The Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
There's a lot of bridge. There's a lot of bridge. Everyone's coming here.
No good on that one.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And the Bulls making a change here. Noah's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
Fires top of the key. That one good for 2. Thomas got 8 points.
Oh, they'll take that, but they got to find a better shot than that on their next trip.
1:16 left to play here in the second quarter. Murphy against Rodman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, it counts. Murphy's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
Stackhouse the pass to Thomas. Wilkins against Hill. Back to Thomas. With the shot. Atlanta with the rebound. The pass to Murphy. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. Murphy's got 4 this quarter.
And his shot, has come around. For most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
Great positioning on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 4.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Pass to Wilkins.
You're
Kicks it to Young. Shot on the wing. The shot, no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls out front. They're up by 4. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. Chicago was looking great right away. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they went on a 10-4 run to start things off. They were able to string together a nice set of offensive plays to finish the quarter, making their last 4 shots. Going into the second quarter, they lost a little focus, sacrificed some points, but still finished with a 4-point cushion at the half. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Efficiency, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
Well, the reserves came in and played like starters. Gave us some big points off the bench. It'll be no surprise to see them get more minutes in the second half. They definitely deserve it. Though sometimes when you get more minutes, you get exposed. We shall see.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been quite a game so far for Isaiah Thomas.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. They've got Olajuwon, Drexler out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Wilkins, and it's Mutombo at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Moving it up, and then Olajuwon with the dunk.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Jordan with the bucket.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about fear.
Drexler kicks to Paul. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Drexler outside. Offensive rebound. Chicago leading by 4. And here we go. The Bulls set straight. Gilmore, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, and sometimes he comes off as maybe being laid back, but Gilmore is a fierce competitor in the post, and it comes out in his rebounding more than anywhere else.
Drexler with it. He's picked up by Jordan and finished off by Drexler.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. All players look for an edge, Chris. For example, certain guys are just so deceptive with the ball in their hands. I mean, you're always looking for whatever can give you that advantage.
Two of the best. Players and people can complain as much as they want, but Harden getting to the line is genius because he knows how you're guarding him, and basically you got to stay away from him to guard him because he's so skilled. And by the way, Curry does the same thing, and Curry, one of the smaller players in the league, but always finding a way to take the contact, take the bump, but to get the scoring up. And I think as a fan, for me, I know as a fan, for me, it's fun watching the cat and mouse game between the offensive player and the defender, seeing who can get the best of each other while involving the ref.
Well, they just control their bodies so well. They know exactly what they need to do to get that call.
And it's all on the spur of the moment. I mean, this is
right.
All on the fly. Such genius to watch play.
Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. James Harden is second, Chris Paul fourth.
And with all the steals these two came away with, they probably put a thought in the back of every opponent's head, and it wasn't a very good thought.
Gilmore passes to Pippen. Here's Jordan. He's got 6. Lock at 6. Thomas goes in. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Paul looking around. Drexler against Jordan. Drexler kicks to Paul. And the 3 off target. The Bulls leading by 6. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
The Hawks have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. The free throw drops for Mutombo. James Harden, he's checked in for the Hawks. And the Bulls making a change also. Derrick Rose is checked in for Isaiah Thomas.
We got it.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Bulls leading by 7. Outside Rose. Back to Jordan. 18 feet out. They grab their own miss.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute to it.
And the dunk by Drexler.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
Harden against Jordan.
Behind us.
Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter. Pass to Drexler. Now here's Mutombo. The dish to Harden. Up and in on the layup. Harden's got 10.
Amazing feel for scoring on the interior. I mean, Harden, he's excellent at mixing it up.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Hello. Bencho.
And checking out some numbers for Harden, coming off a terrific season. Last season, averaging 36 points a game, 7 assists and 6 rebounds. And you look at his score, and he was #1 on the team last season.
His ability to play through contact, his exceptional concentration, that's what makes him a great finisher.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Malone. Shoots. Harden's shot is off.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Rose kicks to Stackhouse. Outside, Rodman. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. That shot missing.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
There's some guys you let take that shot, but to be honest, he ain't one of them.
Murphy. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. McGrady's got 3 assists now in this one. And it's Rose with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Dishes it to Hill. Pass to Noah. A floater. Malone with the block. Murphy against Rose. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, here is Murphy. 6 points for him. For the tie, Noah with the block. Murphy against Rose. 19 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Noah, the pass to Rose. Can they get it? Drops in the tray. Rose has got 9 points.
And that's a shot Rose must make consistently. When he's making it rain from there, this team is hard to match up with.
And so it's Chicago, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
So different.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Hill. Dennis Rodman is out there with Noah. Then there's Thomas. And it's Stackhouse in at the 2. Malone's shot good.
And Malone, a high percentage scorer when he gets it in deep. Once he's got the defense on his back, the game becomes easy with his ability to score.
Thomas against Murphy. Lets a floater go. It's hauled in by Malone. Malone's got 4 rebounds in this game. At the teardrop, Murphy can't hit.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Thomas passes to Hill. And it's Malone with the rebound. Malone's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Yao. That time the assist by McGrady. McGrady's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Chicago leading. Thomas inside. He's guarded by Murphy. Here's the break. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during the timeout, I listened in on Jim Boylan's huddle. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Thomas. The 17-footer goes down. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
On the wing, Drexler. Poked away. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Here's Olajuwon. 6 to shoot. Baseline jumper.
Yeah, lockdown D. When Jordan really gets after it, his athleticism can be overwhelming.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
Here's Drexler. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Here's Pippen. Rebound, Atlanta. Olajuwon's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
Wilkins against Pippen. That shot is off. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Inside, Olajuwon. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
And how about the killer pull of Olajuwon? Loves to put the team on his back when the game gets tight.
Thomas feeling it out a bit. Outside Pippen. The 3. Pippen missing again.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too.
Oh, what a beautiful play.
Tiffany, did you see that? Right.
To Brandon Lyons, Chris Paul, you better have your hands ready. If you're open, he'll find you, or you're going to be hitting the head.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Thomas. Outside for Pippen. To stop the run. The
offensive rebound and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Wallace, just an unreal defender. An undersized center who blocks shots and pounds the glass like a madman.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of two is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within one possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
That's a 2 from Paul. That one off the back iron and out. Chicago has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Thomas with the ball. Back to Pippen from downtown. And it's Wallace slamming it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
Yeah, Kevin, second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
Drexler kicks to Mutombo. Takes the 3. Drexler's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Paul passes to Wilkins. Jordan against Drexler. Out to the right wing. Paul for 3. No good that time. And that's an intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
They get what they want out of that trip. Now a 2-possession game.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Time is of the essence. Basket and a foul. That's got to be the game plan.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Paul. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And who better to take the shot for you? Nobody. Paul's showing his leadership, coming up big.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. Drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. Zeke possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
let's see what they run here. This is not the time to panic. Work the offense.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
It's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
So the Bulls win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this...